Welcome back to Tales of Arise, where we have just escaped the Resistance hideout. So it looks like we've got some girl who has roguelike powers. Roguelike as in not the game type, but rogue from the X-Men, in that she kind of zaps people who touch her. Not so good. Name's Shion. She has a really big gun as well. We're going to be taking her and getting the hell out of here. So without further ado, let's do it. Resistance organization. Yeah, we know what a resistance organization is, I think. I imagine. What do we got here? Oh, man. Land of brimstone and swirling ash, Orbis Calaglia.
That's...
Glanimede Castle, stronghold of Lord Balsef, self-imposed ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the Gates of Fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down. The only thing standing between us and freedom.
Freedom.
Let's go.
Alright, let's do it.
Be careful. If you get close to a Zoogle, they'll attack.
Making contact with an enemy icon will initiate a battle. Defeating all of the enemies in a given fight will earn you XP and other rewards. I think we knew that. But be something. Well, how are we going to get past... We have to get past them, right? Changing controls during combat. During combat, press that button while in the menu to change your character's control mode. Can go to semi-automatic, automatic, or semi-auto mode. Yeah, okay, I think we know all that.
Here I come! I'll run you through! Oh, don't go charging off like that! Don't let them form a pack!
What's a pack?
There! Have this! Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off
This is it! Stick
I'm
deep!
quite aware without you reminding me.
No excuses! This is up to us!
Oh, thank you very, very much for the first aid, Shion.
It's over!
Slot!
Swallow blade!
Oh. Okay, that wasn't so bad.
Whoa! Take a look at that!
Yeah, that was not so bad. Okay. Let's carry on. Honestly, I'd like some armor.
Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, alright?
Makes sense. If we try to take them all on, there'll be no end in sight.
You sure won't hear me complain. Meaning?
Wrong button. Why am I pressing the wrong buttons? Yes, I'm straight ahead. Yeah, I know that fighting more enemies means more XP, but
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
I'd like to get to a point where...
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the
I
boss.
feel like he's talking to us there. Resting at a campground will restore your party's HP and CP. While resting, you can watch skits and cutscenes that you previously viewed. Okay.
Normally, we should take turns standing guard. But this first time, I'll watch over things so you two can rest easy.
Alright, nice one. Let's...
I've never just sat and watched a fire like this before. It's surprisingly soothing.
Well, aren't you getting comfortable? You realize there are still Zoogles prowling around out here, right?
Ah, don't be a spoil-sport. It's important to let your mind and spirit relax. Does you a lot more good than you might think.
That's the wonderful thing about these Tales games, these little skits that they have. So I think Yeah, we've seen all these skits, haven't we? Seeking power. Yeah, we've seen all that.
Zephyr, why aren't you concerned about who I am?
You feeling left out, son?
No, it's not that. But
You said you wanted to fight so that you can live a free man. At this point, that's all that matters. Even if it somehow turned out you were a Renan, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
a Renan?
Until we know who you are, we can't rule anything out. Besides, we've already got Shion with us. At this point, what's one more Renan as long as they're on our side?
Which means we probably are a Renan.
So you don't see every Renan as an enemy?
Our goal isn't to hunt down and kill all Renans. We only arm ourselves as much as we need to set ourselves free. If you can believe it, not every Dahnan agrees with what we're doing either.
Are you saying we have enemies among the Dahnans?
Not quite. They're just not up for rebelling, per se. The thing you have to remember is that everyone has their own path to walk.
I'm not sure I understand.
That's okay. Just focus on what we have to do right now. However, the time will come when you'll need to decide what to do for yourself.
Alright, that's pretty cool. It looks like there's another skit, Iron Mask's missing core.
How come you don't have a scar on your hand?
A scar? What do you mean?
The Crimson Crows all tore off their own spirit cores, right? But your hand doesn't show any signs of ever having a core like theirs. Why not?
I don't know. I don't remember anything about myself from before Doc found me.
Seriously? You have that mask, you don't feel any pain, and you just happen to know how to fight with a sword? No way. You must remember something.
I'm not lying if that's what you think. Believe me, I wish I knew who the hell I am. But I don't. It's funny how I didn't have any time for soul searching while digging up rocks in a mine.
Still.
Are you saying you've told us everything about yourself?
Zephyr?
It's bad manners to pry when you've got plenty to hide yourself.
You're not gonna ask me about my past too?
Only when I think it's necessary. You're a real man of mystery, I'll admit. That said, I'm not one to dig around in someone's business just out of curiosity. If you remember something and feel like sharing, you're free to do so. For now, I think that's good enough.
Right. Thank you.
Okay, looks like we've got yet another skit. Alright, I'll do one more skit, and then we'll move on.
So this whole you not feeling pain thing, is that for real?
Why would I lie about it? And why would you care anyway?
No, it's just, you know, I can't imagine what it's like, that's all.
As a slave, I'd say it has its advantages and disadvantages.
Oh?
On the upside, when Renan soldiers push me around, I hardly flinch. The downside's that I get injured without even noticing. Which means I could be knocking on death's door and not even realize it.
Really?
Jeez.
Sure. I may be numb to pain, but it doesn't make me immortal or anything. Still, I wouldn't have noticed any of this if someone hadn't pointed it out to me. If not for my fellow slaves, I'd be long dead, lying in a ditch somewhere.
Jeez. Yeah, so this is the thing with these Tales games, guys. There will be a lot of skits, and for the most part, they are pretty cool because they do add interesting character beats and character moments. But yeah, I think for this Let's Play, I will try and balance skits with more gameplay.
A Master Core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Dahnans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day
I
out?
most certainly do wonder.
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor?
That's a very good question, Zephyr.
Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Dahnans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Dahnans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland.
Uh-huh.
A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Dahnans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
What?
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the 2 of you in.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Yeah, I think we should sign up with them as well.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
What about going back to free the other slaves?
Then it's settled. Together we'll overthrow the Renan Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balsef, the wild beast. Sound good?
I'm just saying, you know, the Resistance could free those other slaves. Oh.
I've gotta hurry.
Oh, so it looks like something's up with old Shion.
We have another secret hideout in Ulzebek, not far from here. We should be able to meet up with our comrades there.
Alright. This way? Yep, that way. Ooh, and what's this? Shiny stuffs. Wheat.
We should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
It's edible, huh? Good to know.
Definitely.
Oh, I keep pressing that button. That's what I want. Okay, let's look at our items. Wheat. Type of grain found in climates both hot and cold. Can be used in a wide array of recipes. All right. One Piece costume. What's that? Should we check out some equipment? Oh, that's just Shion's outfit. Okay. Notice how we don't actually have control of Zephyr. Like he's effectively an NPC. Hello. Apple gel, of course. Apple gel, I believe, restores HP. Does it? Right, let's carry on.
That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
Yikes. So we're gonna have to come back for that big bad boy, huh?
We've almost made it to Ulzebek.
Mushrooms, very good, very good. I think I see something shiny down that way. Let's have a little tussle with these guys.
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
Mega Ray!
This is it! Dig deep!
Easier said
Don't
than
go
done.
charging off! No excuses! This is up to us!
Back from Death's Abyss.
Guess we gotta roll with it.
Resuscitation! Here's a healing art!
Oh wow, she's got resurrection spells.
Here's
Thank
a
you.
healing art. First aid!
Mirage!
Take
Swallow blade!
more!
Cannon!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
Swallow blade!
Take it!
I'm on
I'm
it!
only getting
See
started!
ya! Talent storm!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding
See ya!
me.
Come on.
Talent storm!
You're mine!
Here I come! It's over! Swallow blade!
Okay. Not great that we died.
I need to be stronger.
But yeah, not great that we died, but you know, we got there. More wheat. Let's get that wheat. Yeah, I believe there's a cooking function in these games, isn't there? Orange gel.
What's this thing?
Okay. What does this orange gel replenish? What is this stuff here?
Here's a healing art!
Here I come!
First aid!
Now I can let loose.
How's this?
Mega Ray!
Mirage! Talent storm! Here I come! It's over! Slash! Swallow blade!
It's over!
This is not going to plan. You're mine! Talent it's over!
First aid!
Boom!
Let me know if you're struggling.
Well, I'm not exactly doing, like, super great.
What a
I think maybe a bit of armor would
I
help
sense
with
a
that.
strange power from it. We should gather as many as we can find.
Okay, let's see what is through here. When the rainy goes for after eyes gave up a faint light, Dahnans have come to associate... Ugh. These messages don't stay for long, do they? Okay, we're at a settlement. Ulzebek. Jeez, I just see all these guys and I just want to give them a...
Okay, people, this is it.
want to give them a nice glass of water.
No sign of any Renan guardsmen.
The Renans aren't as populous as the Dahnans. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr! Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
Okay, head to the Crimson's hideout. Oh, so you're the new recruit that Zephyr brought in, huh? Yeah, that's right. Interesting. I didn't expect you to be the one and only Iron Mask of all people. Wow, anyway, there's a lot I should probably fill you in on. Is there anything you want to know? Yeah, what is this place? This is Ulzebek. It's a Dahnan enclave like plenty of the others in this realm. Unlike Moskul, which is mainly a mining area, this place mostly produces food and other daily essentials. The Bright Eyes rarely show their faces here, which is why we've made it to our headquarters. What's the situation? Our friends have made it back from the old Zaun mine. Unfortunately, not everyone made it out of there alive. We have to make sure the sacrifice won't be in vain. Am I really that famous? Why are you so surprised? Of course you're famous, tough guy. Hard for people not to notice you wearing that mask of yours. And if that's not enough, you're always going out of your way to help people and make life less miserable. It's no wonder people talk about you. With that kind of reputation, I see you definitely belong with the Crimson Crows. Okay, that's cool. Thank you. Alright, catch you around. Just look out for armored soldiers and Zoogles when you go out, okay? Alright, that's, yeah. Looks like we're pretty famous. Oh, how do we get that water? How do we get the shiny stuff in the water? I can make just about anything. Food, clothing, furniture. It's not there's anything left to make with. God damn it, how do we get the shiny stuff? But I saw you Crimson Crows members, they were hurt. Those Bright Eyes must have got them. I wonder if we're next. I don't know, Dad says the Bright Eyes can't afford to just kill their workers, but maybe they changed their mind. Oh. Sorry, little dude. I wonder, would shops like a weapons shop or an item shop, they'd be identified, right? I mean, I can see the little moon symbol here on the map. That must indicate that this is an inn. Let's check inside quickly.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Alright, let's have a look here. I don't have anything interesting to sell you all, but you're more than welcome to take a look and see what I've got. Okay. Life bottle. Okay, this restores someone who's KO'd. Good. Scrap meat from various animal parts. Can be a little unseemly. With preparation, it can be eaten just fine. That's 20. And carp, a hearty fish that can survive even in poor water. It's best to cook it before eating, as consuming it raw is dangerous. Alright, and these are all of the items here. And it looks like we have 0 gold, so yeah, there's not even any point in us being here. Come back anytime. Yeah, so I say we head straight to the next destination. Probably the Resistance safe house. Wait, what is this? Shouldn't you be going somewhere else? Okay, that's going to be our next destination at some point. But yeah, let's first go up here.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head-to-head with Balsef.
That's right. We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is! We've all been waiting for this day for far too long!
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime... yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
Yeah, we do. Thank you. And our sword. I mean, we can't be running around with a rusty sword.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay? Ta-da! I told you, it fits like a dream.
Okay, that's not bad.
I'm afraid we don't have any Renan clothing. I could find you some Dahnan outfits. But something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more. At no point did I say I've given up being a Renan. Now, let's play nice. How about you ask Nath and see what he says? He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck,
He might just know something.
Ocean blue battle garb. From Tilsa that was made by stitching together pieces of cloth that the Crimson Crows collected. Okay, Zephyr left the party. Alright, what is the skit?
Try to be careful not to stand out too much. You're the only Renan around here, you know.
I know. I was just thinking about how communal it feels here, even though it's only supposed to be slave quarters.
Huh? Oh, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Mosgul. Were you expecting something more depressing?
It's likely a sign that Balsef doesn't think you guys can do anything to him.
Well, he's
What?
kind of right.
I mean, if Balsef thought the Crimson Crows actually posed a threat to him, you'd figure he'd be trying harder to suppress them.
You...
That makes sense.
No. You're probably right about that. All of the other Dahnans that aren't with the Crimson Crows accept the Renans' rule as simply a fact of life. From the day we're born, no, probably even before that, it's been drilled into us that the only purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
If they don't like the status quo, then they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
I see it differently, but that's just me. Speaking of Renans, do all of them think about things the way you do?
I won't deny that among my fellow Renans, power and status are everything. However, that isn't what this is about for me. I have something I need to do, and I'll do whatever it takes, and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now we know what you're all about. Nate's still not, still talking to the others. You'll find him outside. You should go say hi to him. Are we really gonna bet it all on Iron Mask and his Renan lady friend? I'm not sure I like their odds. Well, if Zephyr says they're good, it must be true. We have to trust them. You're not only new here, you don't remember much at all, right? Well, if you've got any questions, lay them out and see what I can tell you. Okay, what's your group's goal? Ideally, we'd like to drive out the Renans, but as I'm sure you'll know, they've got us more than a little outgunned. For now, we're mostly waiting for a chance to strike the sabotage what we can, gather intel, and help other slaves along the way. Although apparently our big chance is right around the corner if Zephyr and the rest are to be believed. How do the Renans fight? The Bright Eyes wear those huge armored suits and fight using astral arts and sicking their Zeugles on people. You're dead meat if you try to take them head on, so we have to fight using greater numbers and by taking advantage of the terrain. Most of us aren't like Zephyr. We can't take them alone, one-on-one like him, unfortunately. That's why we're so glad to have you two on board with us. We could use all the help we can get. What are you guys doing in Uzbek? Uzbek is one of the enclave where Dahnan slaves live. It's mostly responsible for producing food. The Bright Eyes don't have any outposts here and hardly come through on patrol, which is what made us decide to set up shop here. In exchange for agreeing to keep quiet about our whole presence, we give out supplies to the residents and help them with their needs. Also, it doesn't hurt that nobody's a fan of the Bright Eyes either, though. What can you tell me about the Renans? The big planet in the sky is their homeworld, Rena, while the smaller object is Lenagis, their stronghold and where the Bright Eyes come from. Oh, and about that name, we call them Bright Eyes because their eyes light up whenever they use their astral arts. Pretty simple, right? Likewise, they love to call us Embeddeds, since we're embedded with the spirit core as soon as we're born. But when someone joins the Crimson Crows, they dig their soul, theirs out. It's our way of showing we're not slaves to anybody any longer. The big shot Renans in charge, the Lords, they wear different outfits from the rest. They're made of weird fabric and stick out like a sore thumb. What are Zeugles? Well, we know what are Zeugles. Zeugles are monsters and you see them tagging along with Bright Eyes. I couldn't tell you how many different kinds there are, but I do know that they're all nasty and real dangerous. There are those feral ones you'll find wandering around outside. Most of these escape, but they call them strays. What is an astral art? We kind of know this. It's what the Bright Eyes refer to as powers. They're basically kind of magic. Dahnans can't use astral arts for themselves, which makes Renans as much as a pain to deal with as their Zeugle pets. Anything else? No, that is, I think I'm all good. Thank you. Alright, if you think of something new, just ask, let me know. Okay. Alright, let's go outside then. Oh, but hang on, we do have one more skit here.
Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to stare?
I know I already asked you this, But are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
What's so hard to understand? I'm Renan, you're Dahnan. There's no way. Besides, I'm from Lenegis. Trust me, wherever you were before you lost your memory, we've never crossed paths.
Lenegis? You mean the same Lenegis that's up in the sky? I've heard it called the Renans Castle, but I never imagined people actually lived up there.
Well then, where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renan lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started 7 years ago, so...
Then I wouldn't remember.
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take. That's how long ago Doc found me.
1 year. Then no. I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have met.
Guess not.
Unless we're a Renan, and we're on Legaris as well, maybe? Just saying. Just saying. Alright, buddy.
Nath, we need your help.
Ah, damn. Never the manpower when you... Huh? Help, huh? What kind? Is it urgent?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, in that case, would you mind helping me out with something first? Work's really piled up around here.
What is it you'd like us to do?
Anything you can manage. No one cares about us slaves. That's why it's all the more important that we stick together and take care of each other. Check in with that guy over there for details on what needs doing. And thanks in advance.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help.
Alright, let's check in with this guy first.
Hey.
He heard you might be a little short-handed. Could say that. Didn't... Okay, so there's no voice acting here. Didn't think he'd send over the Iron Mask himself, though. That a Bright Eyes with you? You sure can really trust her? Don't worry, she's good peoples. She's on our side. Zephyr can vouch for her. If Zephyr's a good brother, then I guess I have no problem. What the hell? The name's Dairon. I'm the one who runs the lodge. This is a lodge, but we already have our own beds. We don't sleep on straw and rock-hard dirt around here. The Crimson Crows have their fair share of folks who are either knocking on death's door or can't otherwise move around openly. That's what this place here is for, to give people a place to rest up properly before they head out to fight. Everybody needs the rest. If you don't rest, you can't hope to fight the Bright Eyes at your best. Makes sense. What do you want us to do then? I need you to help haul in some cargo. I have some friends who are on their way to collect it from our hideout in the Zion mine. The mines? Is it really such a good idea to, after the Renans snuff the place out? These are valuable items people risk their lives together. We need to get at least some of them back. They should be down around the Sanduis ravine at this point. Meet up with them and help bring the supplies back to this lodge. Got it. You're welcome to these facilities if you need to. At least, I'll let you sleep here for free. Okay, supply procurement. So this is a sub-quest. Talking to someone with a letter icon will start a sub-quest. Clearing the sub-quest can earn you rewards. You can accept as many of them as you like. You can also check each of their objectives from the activity records. Alright, that's pretty cool.
I had no idea the Crimson Crows were so active.
You sound pretty thrilled by that.
Thrilled? Maybe. But I'll settle for hopeful. We know now that not everyone is rolling over for the Renans.
So that guy... So the letter above his head now is open. Is it? Oh, it's still this little water fountain thing here that's it's that color, isn't it? Let's look for other people. No. So how do we... okay, so that is the... Meet with the Crimson Crows at Sandinis Ravine. Alright then, so if we keep going... Yeah, let's keep going that way and let's see if we can fulfill this side quest. Okay, do we have Zephyrs with us? So we want to be going up, round the... Oh god, are we fighting the big guy? No. We're going back... Alright, so just to before the... Yeah, so we're going just to before the camping spot. Do we have Zephyr with us? That's the question. Let's avoid those guys for the moment. Ooh, but I see... What are those shiny things? Mushrooms. Awesome. Love a good mushroom. And round this way. Yeah, we do know that side quests are good. So wait, is this that looks like a way down. I'm gonna have to check that out in a second. Oh no, what happened here?
What? They're all dead? How did this happen?
Soldiers, that's how.
Are you Iron Mask?
So they're not all dead, are they?
Yeah, I am. Dairon sent me to help. Hang in there!
I'm so glad you made it. In the bushes over there. You'll...
Hang on! Xion, do something!
It's no use. He's already dead.
Damn them! They've killed so many of us, and it's still not enough! They won't be satisfied until they've wiped us all out like pests!
He mentioned something about those bushes. We should check them.
Is this a cooking pot? But what is it doing here?
If I had to guess, he put it there to make sure a Renan wouldn't steal it.
So even though he knew he was dying, he chose to use the last of his strength to hide it, believing somebody would come for it.
He died.
I guess you think it's stupid getting killed over a silly trinket, huh?
I was gonna say.
No. Clearly he risked his life for something he believed in. I would never mock someone for that. However, it will be up to us to figure out the purpose behind his dying act.
We'll make sure it wasn't in
Damn
vain.
straight we will.
If nothing else, this proves that the Renans can be outsmarted. We'll carry out your will and see it through to the end.
Then we better get going. We don't know when those soldiers might be back to make another sweep of the area.
So this is what it means to fight the Renans.
Sounds like you're kind of scared to me.
Of course I am. But if I'm gonna die one way or another, I'd rather go down fighting.
Okay, let's head back. I mean, that better be an absolutely amazing cooking pot. Let's have a quick look down here, guys. See something shiny there. Shiny things have to be good, right? Let's hope we can just get back up here, huh? Ooh, car. Well, that's the stuff we saw for staling the inn. And now we've got one. Sage.
What's this thing?
And let's head on up. Yeah, I guarantee that those things are going to be required for the cooking. That's going to be something that's unlocked at some point. Historically, in these Tales games, yeah, there is a cooking function, and yeah, it yields like pretty useful stuff. Nothing there. Let's go this way. Right, I want to fight these guys. I want to see how good we are without Zephyr, assuming Zephyr isn't in our party.
I won't forgive you!
Swallow blade!
Oh,
Mirage! Swallow blade! Take this! You're finished!
Here, let me help.
Swallow blade!
First aid!
oh, thank you, Shion.
Swallow blade!
There!
Here I come!
It's over!
Mirage! Great! Next!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Slash! Take this!
I'm
You're
only
finished!
getting started!
Here I come!
Boom.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Woohoo!
So we are now level 6, is that right? Let's try these guys then, quickly. Oh. Oh, we're level 7 rather.
Way.
Here I come! Here I come! Come and face
Here's
me!
a healing art!
Life
Oh.
can't end here!
Uh-oh. Shion, be a dear and, like, bring us back to life, please.
There! Got it! Mega ray! This isn't ideal. Here, let me help. I can't heal you forever. Your love is steady.
Okay, so this is interesting. When the party wipes out after a normal fight and loses, costs CP to recover in this area. While you still can return to the same area even with CP, you won't recover HP, meaning that retreating to accrue CPs can be wise. If the party runs out of CP, you won't be able to cast healing or support arts. To restore it, stay at an inn. Okay.
I can't believe this.
Alright, let's not feel too bad about that. I mean, you know, there were like 3 of them. And we don't technically have decent equipment yet either, remember. Let's just remember that. Let's just remember that. Okay. Let's head back to Ulzebek. There we go. That's how you do it. You just jump.
What's this doing here?
You just jump. Now we know. Okay, let's talk to this dude. Damn, so nobody made it, huh? I'm sorry, if we'd arrived just a little sooner, we could have. Hey, these things happen. It hurts, but this is the world we live in. I'll take good care of what you brought back. It's the only way we can respect the sacrifice of those we've lost. When's Daddy coming home? Oh no, that's the guy's kid. Not yet, sweetie. Your dad's gone away for a while, and don't lie to me. He's dead, isn't he? What? I know that whenever grown-ups look sad and say someone's gone, they always mean they're dead. Daddy always warned me that this might happen one day. He told me to stay strong and be brave. So I... Jeez. This isn't right. Poor kid shouldn't have to be dragged into our own mess. Let's report back to Nyath and then get ready to fight. Okay, we got some gold for that and some SP. Rebellious Spark emblem. Okay, after a perfect evade or perfect guard, press R1 to trigger an immediate counterattack. That's pretty cool. After you fulfill certain requirements for each of your characters, you'll earn titles for them, which unlock arts and skills that they can then learn, making fights easier. You can view the title unlock in the skill panel. Alright. You can spend skill points to learn arts and skills from unlocked titles, all of which grant powerful effects, making it worth your while to spend SP earlier and often. The skill panel can be accessed directly by pressing that. If there's a skill you want to learn, but just don't have the SP for it yet, highlight it in your skill panel and press square. Doing so will then turn on an alert, will notify you once you have enough SP to finally unlock it. Alright, pretty cool. Ooh, decisions. Alright guys, we're going to come back to that in a bit. But for the moment, it's good to know that we've got that. Right, so the next mission is to go and speak with Nyath. Actually, can we check the inn? Yeah, maybe we should go rest up at the inn quickly.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Beds are nice and soft. Yeah, let's have a little rest. I'm guessing it's free, right? Don't work too hard out there. Don't worry, we won't. Okay, and now up here.
I wonder if something happened.
And then time to get ready for Zephyr's attack. Okay guys, we're going to take a quick break here, and when we get back, we're going to speak to Zephyr and Nyath, and then probably begin the attack on the Renan stronghold. But that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.